My brother said I'd never make it without him, so I stopped asking for his help. I grew up in my brother's shadow. He's 2 years older, tall, confident, the kind of guy people instantly listen to. Me? I was always the quiet one, tagging along, waiting for him to speak first. All through high school, people would ask, "Oh, you're Alex's little brother?" And I'd nod, smile, pretend it didn't sting. He drove me everywhere, introduced me to people, even helped me get my first part-time job, and I appreciated it until I realized it wasn't just help, it was control. The breaking point came last month. I was sitting at the kitchen table, filling out this application for an internship I really wanted, something that finally felt like mine. He walked in, looked over my shoulder, and laughed. "You? Apply for that? Come on, man. You'd crash without me. Be real." He said it with that grin, half teasing, half serious, but it landed like a punch. I looked up at him. "What do you mean, crash?" "You know," he shrugged, opening the fridge. "You're not independent. Like, if I wasn't around, you'd be lost. You'd never make it without me." He said it so casually, like a fact, like gravity. And the worst part, he believed it. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing his voice. "You'd never make it without me." The next morning I grabbed my backpack, walked past his car, and took the bus to campus for the first time in years. He texted me, "Where are you? Need a ride?" I ignored it. It felt weird, scary even, sitting on that bus, but also freeing. At the internship interview later that week, I forced myself not to think about him, not to think about the smirk, the way he always had to be right. I stumbled through my answers, tripped over my words, but somehow the interviewer smiled. She said she liked my honesty. I left the building shaking, but for once it wasn't from fear. Then things started changing. I learned the bus routes. I cooked dinner without asking him how long to boil pasta. I went to the gym with some classmates instead of waiting for him to invite me along. And people noticed. A girl in my econ class told me I seemed different lately. A professor called me more confident. Even my mom asked if something was going on. But Alex noticed too. He'd make little digs whenever I came home. "Wow, took the bus again? Bet that was fun." Or, "You look tired. Maybe you should have let me drive." Always with that smirk. The last straw came yesterday. I walked into the kitchen, and he was there with a couple of his friends. He grinned and said, "Hey guys, look, it's my little brother trying to be a big boy. Thinks he doesn't need me anymore." They laughed. Just a little, but it was enough. I dropped my backpack on the floor, hard enough to make everyone go quiet. "You know what, Alex? You're right. I don't need you. Not anymore." His face froze, the smirk gone, like I'd slapped him. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel small. I didn't feel like his shadow. I just stood there, looking him dead in the eye, while his friends stared in silence.